Hello and welcome to Gemini the Twins, Lesson 5. Turn to page 100 in your student books. When we have shallow knowledge of a word, we can often use it in a sentence, but we cannot create a meaningful definition. Define it helps us think about words more deeply. Consequently, we are better able to use and define the word. We are going to think about aspects of the word, the way it looks, its qualities, its parts, and its features. If we can put the word into a category and then think of qualities or characteristics, it is easy to create a sentence that can serve as the definition of the word. The category of a word is the broad group that it fits into. Let's look at a word we are very familiar with. The broad category for the word constellation is picture. The attributes of a word are what make it unique or different from other words within the category. Attributes are things like size, shape, color, texture, and function. Attributes of constellation are that it is in the sky and it's a pattern of stars. So constellation can be defined as a picture formed by a pattern of stars in the sky. Look at the word shield on line 64 of Gemini the Twins. In the passage Gemini the Twins, the constellation Orion uses a shield to stop the raging bull. If the shield will stop the bull, what is it providing for Orion? If the shield protects Orion's body, is it wide or thin? How does Orion use the shield? What was it made of? Lion's skin must be pretty durable to stop a raging bull. If we put shield into a broad category, what would it be? A shield is a type of protection. What attributes make a shield different from other types of protection? Use the category and attributes to write a definition. A shield is a wide piece of durable material held in front of the body for protection. Now you're going to complete the define it for battle, square, and God with your partner. Proficient readers preview text features such as headings and graphics. They reread text slowly and carefully to gain understanding. Proficient readers monitor their thinking while reading to be sure that each sentence and paragraph makes sense. They also look for answers to big idea questions. In this unit, we are answering the questions, why are constellations important, and how have various cultures explained the constellation Gemini? Let's do what skilled readers do and reread Gemini the Twins. Turn to page 101 in your student books. We will review the features of nonfiction text. Please use your writing utensil to mark your answer according to my instructions. Draw a rectangle around the title, Gemini the Twins. Circle each heading as I read it aloud. What are constellations? Why did the idea of constellations begin? The ancient stories of Gemini. Look up. Next, mark each bold vocabulary word as I read it aloud. Constellation. A constellation is a group of stars that form a shape. Say constellation. Gemini is a constellation. It is also called the twins. Patterns. Patterns are pictures, images, or designs made by repeated items. Say patterns. On a dark night, star patterns decorate the sky. Ancient. Ancient means very old. Say ancient. Ancient Greeks told tales about constellations. Poets. Poets are people who write stories in lines with emotion and rhythm. Say poets. Poets have told stories about stars for thousands of years. Devoted. Devoted means loyal or deeply caring. Say devoted. The Gemini twins were devoted brothers. Mortal. Mortal means subject to death or will not live forever. Say mortal. Castor and his mother were mortal. Expert. Expert means skilled or knowledgeable. Say expert. The twins were expert soldiers. Brilliant. Brilliant means very bright or giving off lots of light. Say brilliant. Constellations are brilliant in the night sky. Talk with a partner about any vocabulary word that is still confusing for you to read or understand. Share your ratings from the first lesson. Were you honest about your word knowledge? Now is the time to do something about it. It's time to reread the text the way skilled readers do. You will read the text Gemini the Twins one paragraph at a time. After each paragraph, you will monitor your understanding by circling the check marks or the question marks. Please be sure to draw a question mark over any confusing words, phrases, or sentences. I will also provide specific instruction on how to mark the text that will help you with your comprehension and writing. With eyes on the text, use your pencil eraser to follow along. Let's read the first paragraph. Circle the check mark or question mark for this paragraph. Draw a question mark over words that confuse you. Go to line 1. Write the word when over the prepositional phrase that provides a time. Draw a square around the preposition. Write the word where over the prepositional phrase that tells a place. Draw a square around the preposition. Circle the constellation's name. Go to the next line. Circle the name of the constellation's brightest stars. Let's read, what are constellations? Circle the check mark or question mark for this paragraph. Draw a question mark over words that confuse you. Go to line 5. Highlight the adjectives that describe what people think of constellations. Circle the 3 groups of people that used constellations for their work. Highlight the explanation of how sailors use the constellations. Underline the explanation of how farmers used the constellations. Go to lines 10 and 11. Highlight the evidence that explains how constellations indicate time. Write an IVF topic sentence for the second paragraph. Refer to page 91 if you need a reminder about IVF topic sentences. Let's read, why did the idea of constellations begin? Circle the check mark or question mark for this paragraph. Draw a question mark over the words that confuse you. Review line 14. Number the two purposes for constellations. Highlight the phrase that explains what constellations do. Circle how many constellations the sky is divided into. Review lines 19 and 20. Underline the prepositional phrases that tell when Gemini can be spotted. Put squares around their prepositions. Write an IVF topic sentence for this section. Refer to page 91 if needed. Let's read the ancient stories of Gemini. Circle the check mark or question mark for this paragraph. Draw a question mark over the words that confuse you. Review lines 21 through 24. Draw an arrow from the ancient people to their story about Gemini. For example, draw an arrow from Greeks to sons of the Greek god. Circle one word common to all stories. Go to line 27. Mark the synonym for human. Go to line 28. Mark the antonym for human. Retell the story about the Greek twins, Castor and Pollux, by completing the charts. Let's read Look Up. You're going to read the whole section. Circle the check mark or question mark for this paragraph. Draw a question mark over the words that confuse you. Go to line 36. Circle Ursa Major's nickname. On the next line, draw an arrow to its famous formation of stars identified by a square. Go to line 38. Circle the words that mean the same as Northern Hemisphere. Go to line 43. Circle a famous star that is part of Ursa Minor. Go to line 45. Circle Orion's nickname. Review line 46. Circle the animal that Orion is ready to strike. Go to line 48. Underline the possessive noun. Draw an arrow to show what the noun owns. Go to line 53. Circle Leo's nickname. Review lines 54 and 55. Underline what Leo looks like in the night sky. Go to lines 55 and 56. Circle the words that mean the same as northern sky. Go to lines 58 and 59. Circle the constellation that has 101 stars. Go to line 60. Circle the largest constellation. Write an IVF topic sentence for this section. Refer to page 91 if needed. When you reread text, you often are able to understand sentences you didn't understand the first time. Sometimes sentences are difficult to understand because of the way they are written. In this lesson, we are going to work on the order of words within the sentences we write. Word order is often referred to as syntax. Word order can sometimes make a sentence very difficult to understand. Knowing what parts of a sentence need to be reordered without changing the meaning of the sentence can help you figure out difficult sentences. Changing the syntax or word order of a sentence can also help you improve your writing. It's boring to read something in which every sentence sounds the same. We will improve our masterpiece sentences by answering our subject and predicate questions. Consider this basic sentence. Jack asked. Even though I can answer the who question and the what did he do question, the sentence sounds incomplete. I'll begin with the what question. Jack asked what? He asked a question. I'll begin with the where question. Where did Jack ask a question? I'll say in class. When did Jack ask a question? I'll say yesterday. How did Jack ask a question? I'll say impatiently. Our sentence reads, Jack asked a question in class yesterday impatiently. Do you like that arrangement of words? I don't. What if we change the order so it read, yesterday in class, Jack asked a question impatiently. Notice all the ways that the sentence can be changed.